Hello and welcome to Three Color Bogles. If you're wondering how much this deck will set you back, on Tcgplayer at the time of recording, all 59 cards with shipping will cost $25.83. On Arena, the main deck will set you back 2 Mythic Rares, 0 Rares, 26 Uncommons, and 16 Commons. The side deck will be an additional 7 Uncommons and 8 Commons. For the deck itself, we are running 18 creatures, 12 of them being elementals for Risen Reef, 14 auras to throw on our 10 hexproof creatures. The sideboard is just for giant monsters that the deck cannot deal with and control because board wipes the deck cannot deal with. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the gameplay. Alright, this hand looks good. Go ahead and keep it. Play this land, gain a life, so next turn we can play the Druid, and our opponent is on Vampires, it looks like. Go ahead and play this, run out the Druid so we can have 4 mana next turn. Maybe we'll even top deck an hexproof creature. And we get another life gain land, that's fine. Next turn we can play Risen Reef. But let's draw some cards this turn with Angelic Gift. See if we can get a hexproof creature that way. We cannot, so pass the turn. Our opponent, third land. And he's probably going to go ahead and pump up, went ahead and pumped up his vampire so he can get a 1/1 counter. And let's play Risen Reef, see what we can get. And not a hexproof creature, but that card will gain us some value. And our opponent, back on their turn, 4 mana. They're just going to play a Chupacabra, kill one of our creatures. That's fine. Down to 17 and play Season of Growth. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards this turn. There's the hexproof creature we need. So, still attack anyways. We have to now that we played that Curious Obsession. Draw another land. Let's play this out just so we can have 6 land on our next turn. Play Mare and an aura. Eldest Reborn. We're going to sacrifice our Druid here, but that's fine. That sack out of the way. Now we're not going to lose our Vine Mare, hopefully, to any sacrifice spell that they have. Alright. Play this. Draw a couple cards. And hopefully they don't have another Eldest Reborn in hand. He has that, but that is a targeted kill effect. I don't think he realized our Mare had hexproof. It'd be like that sometimes. Let's gain life, go up to 14 in addition to everything else we're going to swing with this turn. Does our opponent have a 1 mana? No, he doesn't. Let's see what we get off of this. Another land. So let's do this. We'll go ahead and gain 7 life this turn. And play a second creature, so now we can't get blown out to any sort of sacrifice spell that they play. Alright. Let's go ahead and pass turn, see what our opponent can do with their 6 mana. The Eldest Reborn is going to grab a creature. There's nothing scary though, so I guess they're grabbing Risen Reef to get some value. And let's see what they do. Play this. It makes us exile a card out of our hand. I've never seen that card before. It's kind of cool. Alright, and then they have Davriel. Make us discard another card out of our hand. Our draw Season of Growth. Let's go ahead and run that out. Give lifelink to our horse again this turn. Just go ahead and push that gap even further. And nothing spectacular. So let's throw this gift on our Druid, just so we can draw 3 cards and see if we can get something impressive for the next turn cycle. We got another Druid, so after we put them down to 4, we can go ahead and play this Druid just so we somehow don't get killed by 2 separate sacrifice outlets. And our opponent, let's see what they do. Or they could concede. So the deck did better than I thought it would do. It actually sported a 45% win ratio for the first 20 games that the deck played. It beats every single aggro matchup that the deck goes against. I think strictly because the hexproof negates any removal that aggro decks have, and the lifelink just makes the race that much harder every single time you attack against all of the different aggro decks. The deck does have a lower win ratio against just about every other kind of deck, though, which is unfortunate. The creature package that the deck runs with the 4 Paradise Druid, 4 Vine Mare, 2 Carnage Tyrant, it worked pretty well. The only upgrade that Standard really offers right now would be to run more Carnage Tyrant. The auras in the deck, the 4 Curious Obsession, 4 Angelic Gift, they were wonderful at helping the deck draw a few more cards when it's not able to find an early hexproof creature right off the bat. On Sarah's Wings and Sentinel Mark were wonderful, giving our hexproof creatures vigilance and lifelink allowed to push so much advantage while not having to give up damage on our opponent's crackback. With there not being any auras in Standard either to really upgrade this deck from, on Sarah's Wings, that will just be bumped up as well to running 3 of that. The other 8 creatures, the 4 Leafkin Druid and the 4 Risen Reef, they were just in here for the good creatures that they are. Risen Reef just happens to also work really well with our Vine Mare, and Leafkin Druid is a mana dork that works well with Risen Reef. So those cards were strictly value. The 4 Season of Growth, which is the only non-aura enchantment in the deck, I glossed over that in the beginning of the video, and this card was outstanding. By far, this was the best card of the deck, providing so much card filtering and so much card draw. The loss against the mono black artifact control deck was only lost because I had to deck myself out to try and play enough enchantments to kill my opponent. Overall, the upgrades to the deck are completely mana base reliant. So the only thing that I would do to make this deck better and more consistent I would cut 2 lands to add 1 more copy of Sarah's Wings and 1 more copy of Carnage Tyrant, while at the same time turning the mana base into 4 Temple Garden, 4 Breeding Pool, 4 Senpetal Grove, 4 Hinterland Harbor, 4 Forest, a singular Plains, and a singular Island. This will allow you to more consistently have the mana you need when you need it, because you do get color screwed sometimes running the mana base with just the 8 life gain lands. Thank you all for tuning in and watching this video. Go ahead and like this video, comment down below what you would want to see me make, and go ahead and play next week. See you next video.